52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the Minnesota Vikings. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. On first down, Fisher. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
To throw on second down, Fisher. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. They'll look to throw here. Forced out to his left. And he'll slide down to avoid the contact. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Hey. All right, here we go.
Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll try to run it in with Murray. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Toward the pylon, caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Kendall Wright, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Tackle made by Emerson Griffin.
Detroit!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher. The Vikings after it, and they get there for the sack. Daniil Hunter in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Off the play fake. Fisher. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That is incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with. Ball
on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Lets it fly for Thielen. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Detroit! Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there. Check motion. Gun! Detroit!
They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. They go play action here on first down. Looking for the end zone. And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A really nice gain of 25 yards. See some head shaking on that defensive sideline because so much focus on taking away what he did last week as NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Big gain there for him to start.
I love your observation because you would think they'd be prepared for it after.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
Detroit! Detroit! 54's mine. 54's mine. Gun! 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 Gun!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Hits his target, the tight end, Will Tye. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing on first down. Fisher. And that's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Fisher going up top. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And the 2015 first-round pick, Malcolm Brown, brings him down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll go deep down the middle. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier trying to keep him in the rhythm. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep, right sideline. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
It's taken to the 26. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Emerson Griffin in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Gone! Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island.
To throw on second down. Fisher. Oh, wide open. Complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Watch that end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Vikings on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
3 down, 3 down.
Gone! Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Open man is Thielen, is complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Murray. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Detroit!
Back to throw now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Tight is right.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to make this a close game again. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Carlson now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So the Patriots coming out now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On 1st and 10, Fisher. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit!
To throw again, Fisher. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
4 down. Alert. Gone.
Looking to throw. Fisher being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left. And that's caught inside the 35. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there just before halftime. 56 yards. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. On first down, Fisher. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the left hash, this from 48 yards. And he missed it. It's no good. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll set up to throw. And this one's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Vikings on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11.
3 down.
Gun!
Back to throw here. And he's able to find Diggs. Past the 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Carlson now to add the extra point. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 21. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Gotta wonder.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because This is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole, 3rd and long.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Gun! Gun! 4 down, 4 down. I got him. Back's mine. I got him.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown, out of his reach, and incomplete. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing on 1st down. Fisher to Michelle on the dump off. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. On 1st and 10, Fisher. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Everson Griffin in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Play action. Fisher. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Gun!
From the gun, Fisher. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Daniil Hunter in there to get him again. The 3rd time he sacked him here tonight. Here's Ryan Allen now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their third of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Hey, guys, check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand.
They'll set up a throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Ryan Quigley now as he's on to punt for Minnesota. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Now Cohen. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Patriot!
On first down, Fisher. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Daniil Hunter in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Gun!
Operating from the gun, Fisher flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Anthony Barr in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Gun!
From the gun, Fisher. And this is going to be incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Here's Ryan Allen now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now out comes Minnesota. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
Four down. 552. Come on, boy.
They begin the drive with a run by Murray. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a gain.
10th carry of the game now. Murray. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break.
Detroit!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Pressure up the middle, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability and a sack.
They got his man complete. And they finally get him down at the other 46. A big play there for Minnesota. And even 40 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Going with a screen for Murray. And some room to roam now. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Patriots have it. Wow, so they were already in field goal range. Now this and a completely new story to tell.
And frankly, what they're going to say when they review this game and go over it, they're going to tell the offense, you had one job. All right, you knew what you had to get done. You knew where we wanted to kick the field goal from. You know our range. Just take care of the football, and we win the game.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Alert! 3 down.
This drive starts out on the ground with Michel. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Detroit!
Hey, 4 down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Gun!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Fisher. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 13 at a New England 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Fisher. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Yeah, baby. Right there. 54. Right there. Right there. 54.
Detroit! Detroit!
Throwing again. Fisher. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and forever.
Gone! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Operating from the gun. Fisher. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Pulled in at the 24. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice solid game there, partner, but the clock is starting to become his enemy.
Absolutely. Every second right now, more and more precious as it ticks. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete pass there is probably the best scenario going, because if he catches the football, clock's probably going to run out in that situation.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit!
Back to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case, remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. What pressure as this thing all rests on the foot of Daniel Carlson. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for Minnesota, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for New England, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye.